it's Peter Dunn, Pete the Planner, CEO of Your Moneyline. You know, one of the questions we've received for years, and especially recently, is how are my employees' financial problems actually my problems? Of course, that's a question that directors of HR and employers and owners ask us all the time. And it's a very fair question of which I see the perspective. As an owner of an organization, as an employer, sometimes you begin to wonder, it's like, okay, if Jimmy makes a mistake over there, how is it really my problem? And as much as I like to think that what someone does in their own personal time with their own hard-earned wages isn't my problem, here's what I've grown to understand, not only as an employer, but as a financial wellness expert in this space for nearly 2 decades. Whether you like it or not, your employees, your co-workers' financial challenges fall at the doorstep to the employer. People can't leave their financial stress at the door. They can't leave their problems at the door. You know, there's this idea that's been going around for decades that if a person works hard, they can solve their financial problems at home. And while that is arguably true, there's another side to it that you need to consider. And that's this. If a person solves their financial challenges at home, they're going to be better at work. Why? There's less stress, right? This is especially true for people in business development or sales. If you've got commissioned salespeople calculating commission amounts during a deal discussion, that never goes well because they begin to press, they begin to look desperate, and that is not a good thing. Additionally, if you want to get down to the actual numbers of it, when people have financial distress at home and they're not setting the correct amount aside to be retirement ready, that creates longevity issues for your organization because you'll have a bottleneck of people of a certain age within your organization who want to retire, who should retire, but can't retire. See, that's the tough thing. If you have a legacy organization that's been around for decades, if not a century, which some of the organizations we work with have been around that long, you have to have the natural flow of employment. People who want to work there, make a nice living, set money to the side, and then appropriately retire when it's time. You can't have a bottleneck of people who work there, spend their money, do things that don't create long-term stability, and then want to retire but can't retire, and it creates a lot of cash flow issues for the business. These are problems that we work with people with all the time to solve. So, whether you like it or not, your employees' financial issues are your issues. And it's not to place blame at their doorstep, and it's not to judge them. It's to be understanding, because you and I both have areas in our financial lives or different areas of our lives where behavior impacts the results that we really want but aren't getting. If you want to learn more about this and how we solve specific issues, because some organizations have cultural specific issues. We've seen it all the time. We've seen some cultures where the gambling is the main issue, or everyone goes out and everyone in the parking lot has a giant, $50,000 pickup truck, and that's the thing. And how do you solve that issue? If that's what you want to talk about, talk to us here at Your Moneyline. We've seen a lot, and we've solved a lot of those very unique challenges, because whether you like it or not, your people's financial problems are your problems too. Have a great month.